You just got your asses whipped by a bunch of goddamn nerds. Nerds!
Welcome back to Nerds Podcast. December 18th cannot come any sooner. 4 teasers have finally dropped, which I think is the final of the teasers before we get to the ultimate trailer for Doomsday, which I think will probably come out on Super Bowl. Pete and I are here to discuss this. We're going to watch the trailers. We'll show them to you here. We'll have it live and direct, what we think as well. And if you haven't subscribed to our podcast yet, great opportunity to be here to subscribe so that you can get our latest by hitting that bell and have all the content heading into Doomsday. Pete, you ready to do this?
Let's do it.
Let's go. First trailer, I believe, is going to be the trailer with Mr. Rogers, and not Mr. Rogers, of course, from the PBS, but let's rock. TikTok. Pete, first thoughts.
So when I first saw this, I was like, is this AI? Which sucks in this day and age because we have to really ask ourselves that. Like, is this AI? And of course, listen, we've seen so much of Steve Rogers. This to me was just like, he's holding a baby. He showed his uniform and he's holding a baby.
Yeah,
I get, and you hear a lot of people say, "Oh, well, what was Endgame all about then?" You know what I mean? If they're bringing him back, but hey, this teaser, whatever it is, whatever they're calling it, it was a nothing for me, a nothing burger.
Immediately because of the Loki series, I'm going into this shouldn't be happening. He shouldn't have a baby. He shouldn't be in this timeline because he messed it up. I'm thinking already this is something not supposed to happen. Am I getting something out of it? No, it's just seeing a uniform, seeing an actor holding a baby, and nothing more, nothing less. I think we get more, of course, ideology of what this is all going to be about. I'll leave my thoughts for the end of this. But there's nothing here. It was nothing more than kind of
Chris
a money grab. Yeah, it's Chris Evans. Hey, high five! Congratulations on the baby. But that's all it is. Like, I'm not going to overthink this. I'm not going to try to break this down or something of the nature. It's a baby held by Captain America in a different timeline. That's about it. Let's move on to the next one.
Father, all my life I've answered every call to honor, duty, to war. But now fate has given me something I never sought. A child, a life untouched by the storm. the old fathers, so that I may fight once more, defeat one more enemy, and return home to her, not as a warrior, but as warmth, to teach her not battle, but stillness, the kind I never knew. Please, Father, heed my words.
Okay, Pete. Again, lead off.
Listen, I mean, and this is, I'm just speaking for myself. Same as Captain America, we've seen enough of Thor. I believe Thor needs a makeover because of what was done in Love and Thunder. I thought Love and Thunder was horrendous. I thought it was just such a bad movie. And look, and props to him. He got 4 solo movies. That's a lot. That's a lot for anybody. And look, Iron Man didn't get 4 solo movies. He got 3. Captain America got 3. And even one of his wasn't was like Avengers 2.0, Civil War. So props to him that he got 4, that he was able to get 4 solo movies. This to me, again, a little bit better than the first one for me. But again, I would have, being that we're getting this big ensemble movie, all these Fox characters are supposed to be in this movie. I would have preferred to see more of that than the ones that we've already seen over and over again. Again, not mad. It's just that if you're teasing this big movie, that's what I would have wanted to see.
The first thing that came up to me, of course, back to back, we have kids in the movie. So we have a baby, we have Love, who's Gore's daughter that Thor is actually raising. And again, the first thing that comes up to my headspace is that 2 kids that are not supposed to be here, because she was revived by the cosmic being and powers that may be. The other thing that I've noticed as well is that I remember he gave Stormbreaker to her. So the fact that he has Stormbreaker is telling me that something happened to her. And again, I'm going to see this common theme throughout these teasers. And I'll mention this because I think that's where it's going. I think what we're going to wind up seeing is something that Doom is doing something. But yeah, listen, don't get me wrong. Thor, Odin, I could eat that all day. The fact that he's talking to Odin still, love that as well. But there's not much to go on here. We just know that Thor's about to go ham because not only is he fighting what he normally fights in a war, but he's also wanting to come back to be daddy. So it is what it is for the most part. But let's move on. There's nothing else here to talk about. This might be one of my favorite ones now.
Death comes for us all. That's all I know for sure. The question isn't, are you prepared to die? The question is, who will you be when you close your eyes?
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes,
that's what I want to see. I would think this would be like, let's introduce them to who we're bringing to the MCU. So this one to me was awesome. Cyclops showing it off, and got his comic accurate suit on.
That was so tough. That was tough.
I think this is, finally he's starting to get his due. It started in X-Men 97, and now we're getting. That's one of the ones I can't wait to see is how they're using him in this movie is Cyclops.
Okay. Yeah, listen, seeing Professor X when he said he was not going to reprise the role or not even act again, Magneto, both of them growing old together. I love the idea of that. But yeah, but the X-Mansion is trashed. It's just completely trashed at this point in time. Once you see that sign below, again, Cyclops, when he takes off the goggles, he's just not giving a care in the world, right? So you have to think about that. Again, I'm going to go back and say this. Rachel Summers, who also has cosmic powers as well, right? So now you got a baby with Steve Rogers. We got Love, who is Thor's daughter at this point in time. Again, wasn't supposed to exist. And Jean Grey and Scott died in the X-Men movies. They died, and until Wolverine went back in time, that's when they kind of came back. Again, things are not supposed to be here. Rogers is not supposed to have a baby.
He's not supposed to be young.
No, I get it. Yeah, I get it. But in the movies, Jean and Scott died.
No, I get it. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So again, we have another kid, possibly, and I'm thinking it would be Rachel Summers, because at this point, Doom is collecting.
But where do you get a kid from in this one?
Well, think about it. What would make Cyclops go that ham? And it would be if they took his kid.
But you don't but that's the only thing that would make him get upset. You can't say that they took his kid.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, as bad as it is, and you see the Sentinels behind them. And again, I'm doing this as a person that what would cause that reaction out of Scott? Because he saw, he's seen X-Men die before. He never acted like that. And what I'm thinking is that it's his kid. Again, I'm taking a shot at this, right? Again, this is what I do. Really Wrong arming out. Call me Mr. I should get a Fantastic Four t-shirt and wear Mr. Fantastic's uniform because I be stretching. I got you. But I'm thinking that we have another kid that was taken by Doom, and that's what's going to create the rift that you see inside of Scott Summers. Let's go to the last one.
I've lost everyone that matters to me. The king has his duties to prepare our people for the afterlife. I have mine.
King M'Baku of Wakanda.
Then, Yancey Street between Broome and Grand.
I'm going to go first on this one. I'm going to tell you, I'm really, really upset. I am highly upset that they mentioned the Wakandans, they mentioned the Fantastic Four, and no Telecon. No, my man, no more. Why was he not mentioned in that last part? Like, I know that we live in a world where Hispanics aren't getting no love and we're taking Hispanics out of their own country. But damn it, come on. Namor deserves some love in that title because out of all of them, he's the most powerful one. I'm off my soapbox, Pete. Go ahead.
Love the CGI for Ben Grimm. It's just, to me, it's flawless, man. Like looking at the Fantastic Four movie, seeing this teaser here, that CGI is hitting, man. Like perfect. But yeah, I agree. It's weird that they didn't include him in that. I found it a little odd that it says the X-Men Fantastic Four will return, but they never were there. So I'm wondering if that's something that they're trying to tease there. Remember, Captain America will return. Yeah, we've seen him. Thor, same thing. Even Shuri, the Wakandans, yeah. But we've never seen the X-Men and them for them to return. Is what I'm saying. I could be,
You're saying
going
they're
down a
not.
rabbit.
They haven't been canon. I see what you're saying.
Exactly. But again, this one was good too. Again, these are teasers, man. Like just it's like it's like at Costco when they give you the samples. That's what this is. The little pig in a blanket on a toothpick. There you go. There's only one. That's it. You have to buy the rest if you want more. So we got to see the movie. Of course, we're going to see the full trailer. I guess. Who knows when if they release it before the Super Bowl or in the Super Bowl is when we'll actually see the full trailer. But these were all teases. The last two were my favorite.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I'm sorry, and you bring up the X Mansion is trashed. Deadpool said, "Yeah, the mansion that blows up every couple of years."
Deadpool in this would be funny. Like I would want to see a Deadpool one. But notice that the Wakandans are using some of the telecon vibranium. It kind of mixed in with their vibranium. It was pretty dope. Love how Namor almost comic book accurate, using like a vest the way he did as well.
He also didn't have. It didn't look like he had the thing in his nose either.
Didn't pay attention. I'm definitely gonna pay attention to that. And I'm okay with him taking it out. That's
nothing crazy about it. But I noticed that different. The collar was different, and so was that. That was the earrings and that nose piece looked like he didn't have it.
Curious again with my kid. I'm going down this rabbit hole with the kids. When Shuri says, "I lost everyone that I love," which is her nephew, possibly. Again, another kid that could have taken out. Again, I'm going down that rabbit hole and I'm sticking to it. Between all four of them, we're talking about life with Steve Rogers having a baby, and then we're talking death for the most part across the board with all of them. So life and death. So that's something that's constant with these. I didn't see water, so I'm curious. That desert area, is that the Void? Is that kind of setting up for Secret Wars?
The Void may be. I've heard the Void may be part of these stories. So possibly.
Yeah. So again, just a lot, right? And I don't want to overthink this. I just want to take a step back, enjoy it. Surprised we didn't get a Loki one with multiverses, but I'm here for it. Like the last two between X-Men and the Fantastic Four, and again Telecon and Namor and the Wakandians. I'm in for this. And again, like you had said before, they're bringing some of this new energy with the last two, with new people coming into the MCU. So I'm here for it. And I want the comments. I want to know what you guys think. What do you think the plots based off this stuff is? Give us a conversation piece and make sure that you put some thought into it as much as I have with my stretching. But Pete, final thoughts?
I'm ready for the full trailer.
All right, brother. Let's go. Take us out of here.
We will return.
The worst episode ever.